Good afternoon, everyone. These past few days have been pretty difficult for everyone. I hope you're all staying well and that you're caring for each other. Thank you all for caring for our students and for each other. It's been a difficult period of unrest and uncertainty. And I know that emotions are still running high. And I want to suggest that we move forward together by taking more positive actions that might bring us together as a community. As I've mentioned many times, both here and in communications to campus, I fully and unequivocally support free speech and academic freedom. Peaceful protest is part of our rich tradition as a university, and I support that as well, of course. But I had to draw the line at criminal activity that took our library offline for our students. Involving the police was, of course, not my ideal course of action, but it was the best choice given the resources available to us to protect the safety and well-being of our students. I also must repeat, as I said in November, that we cannot tolerate violence or hate of any kind.
Where's the turning your back because you're a fucking coward, you coward? Where's the lawyer?
In my view, we should not condone or accept a community that embraces vile messages that so deeply wound other members of our community. This isn't something we can normalize or should accept. These words, while protected by the First Amendment, will not bring about a ceasefire in Gaza.
There's people that are dying.
To those who have condemned our action of bringing the Portland police on campus, I would ask this: how long should I have allowed the protesters to stay in the library? How many times should I have offered students an opportunity to leave without consequences? How long should I have allowed the library faculty, staff, and student workers to watch in horror as the place where they work and the documents that they protect are vandalized? How long should I have allowed the vile and hateful slogans and epithets to exist on the walls of the library? Let me be clear. Protests that turn destructive do not help our university. Neither are they constructive to the cause of justice for Palestinians. The destruction is expensive and deprives our students of a critically important learning and study space. The unrest, destruction, and vandalism harms our reputation and hurts enrollment. It makes parents feel fearful of sending their students here. The lawlessness and messages of hate do not convey the kind of values that we want to uphold as an institution. Now, I understand that the students are protesting to end the war and the horrific killing of innocents in Gaza. Bringing angry conflict to our campus will not accomplish that. I also would like us to consider some other actions that faculty, staff, and students can take to learn about and address the devastation being caused by the war. In a column published on May 1st, Nicholas Kristof makes some suggestions, including raising money for relief agencies providing aid and humanitarian efforts to Palestinians, or supporting students who want to study abroad in the West Bank. Student groups can organize petitions or phone campaigns to demand more aid for Palestine from elected officials. One of the other demands of the protesters is that we call for an immediate ceasefire. Surely no one could object to calling for an end of the killing of innocents, and I am glad to add my name to being in favor of that. But the issue is, under what conditions is this ceasefire to occur? Portland State University cannot and should not take an institutional position on such political issues. I can personally condemn the killing of innocents and express a desire for peace, and I have. Courses or seminars can be taught that examine the facts and legal and moral judgments about the facts. But the university itself cannot make a political statement or take a side. We are an educational institution that is here to encourage free inquiry and debate and to support our students in their pursuit of higher education.
Hey, get away from the car! Car! Car!
Taking an institutional stance chills the speech of those who would disagree. This institutional viewpoint neutrality is required by our mission and is in no way a tacit endorsement of anyone involved in the conflict. Ame Lambert, our Vice President for Global Diversity and Inclusion, helped me to keep a negotiating channel open with students. Which resulted in dozens of them voluntarily leaving the library.